All right. We are finally live. It took me a minute to get this up, y'all. But I just wanted to react to this video. Y'all just gonna see me in this little bitty bubble. Oh well. I'm a teeny weeny right now, y'all. But yeah. I'm gonna set that right there then. Alright. So, I'm doing a live reaction video to The Juice's reaction to Dairy is Scary. I'm doing this because, I've heard about it, but never really seen it, and it's kind of terrible. And I think I should share with some of my subscribers too, because y'all may not know this. I'm not doing this to tell y'all, oh, don't drink milk no more. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. It's your body. But this is about dairy being scary, and it's pretty scary. Why am I reacting to his reaction video? Because he hit some pretty neat points. So let's get into it. I ain't gonna prolong this one because his video is already 18 minutes.
If you're brand new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell
notifications.
notifications.
Y'all subscribe to his channel.
If you are returning back subscriber,
y'all go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He's pretty cool. He hits some cool points, so you might want to tune in.
Welcome back. Once again, if you're brand new here, I post things on this channel in regards of the Matrix, veganism, positivity, consciousness, self-awareness, high vibration, never in a low state. I post about all these things, and if any one of those things or everything.
All right, he's doing a little too much talking, so I'm going to fast forward through here real quick. Let me see something. I got a chat box. What's up, Chakra Black? What's up? How you doing? Chakra King Black. Okay, I be saying your name wrong. What's up? How you doing? But all right, let's fast forward to the part where he gets to the video.
Interest you, then you're on the right channel. Once again, subscribe. This video has gone viral, but there's been billboards about this to have us consuming breast milk from a cow. All this poor treatment, cruelty, barbaric practices are being done to these creatures, and it's something that we should not support. On top of that, the dairy that we consume does promote, if not causes, cancer, bone cancer, osteoporosis, which is the same thing. So I've watched the video before, but not the entire thing. So I want to watch the entire video and make it a little louder.
Let's go back when he
let's
actually started the video.
Dairy is Scary.
All right.
Again, it's on YouTube. Feel free to check it out. And let's begin.
And these both are on YouTube, as y'all can see.
Make it a little louder.
How the dairy industry works in 5 minutes. Like other female mammals, cows only lactate, produce milk, when they're pregnant or have a newborn to feed. So the dairy industry inseminates or impregnates cows starting at the age of around 12 months over and over and over again, so they keep making milk. And it's a rather routine process. You see, first the industry jacks off a bunch of bulls, sometimes using a hand.
First off, look at how nonchalant she's talking about it. Like, she's being really sarcastic, but y'all can see in her face that she's not happy about none of this. Like, none of this stuff is cool to her. She don't find this cool. Let's continue.
Or help from an electro-ejaculator, which is basically a giant cow dildo that goes into the anus of the bull until he blows. And that semen is collected and then inserted into the vagina of a female cow with a long tube, usually while she's confined.
All this for dairy. All this is being done for dairy. Like I said, I watched this video before, but not the entire content. So I watched this part before, but just to see, you're seeing right now just this horrific images and practices just to produce dairy as if we need dairy when we don't. Okay, if it's for calcium, we can get calcium from plants, which is a safer, cleaner, and healthier way of getting calcium into your body. Dairy doesn't.
And just like he's going to say, like, this is how they fool us. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly how they fool us. This is how they get us to consume things that are not good for our bodies. And we don't know that they're not good for our bodies. You want to know why? Because they're teaching us that the shit is good for us. When in reality, it's not good for us at all. it's what's making us sick. Where does cancer come from? Right in our faces, we can see that cancer comes from the government. The government is keeping us sick because it's a big business. Let's continue.
Have calcium. They say it's to make your bones stronger. It's false. It makes it weak, which is bone cancer. It makes it weak and they break, hip fractures and all that stuff. That is what dairy promotes, bone cancer. So let's continue watching this video. This is really, really disturbing.
In what the industry calls a rape rack. And sometimes they put their fist right into the anus of the female cow, to loosen the area.
To make the process as effective as possible.
What are you feeling for in there when you it's a bit jumpy. I think I would be if someone did that to me.
I think I want to change the angle. Let's see if I can. Look at him. I know, Moo Moo. Get off my screen, baby.
This is crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what they don't show us. This is what we don't see. We just think it's just a pretty package at the store, a carton of milk or a gallon of milk, and that's all we know. We don't know anything else besides that when we go shopping. This is what happens every single day to these animals. Unnecessary, disgusting, and people should be arrested for this. This is like major violation to these animals. Come on, bro. Wow.
A bit, just to relax everything and
disgusting.
Go where it needs to go.
That is just nasty, y'all. Y'all see what they doing to these poor animals? Like, parts of this video, I'm doing it from his because I don't think I want to watch it directly. Like, he's playing the whole video and all, but like I said, he hit some key points in his video about this particular video, he pretty much gonna say what I probably would say. But this is shocking to me, bruh, I don't think we need milk, except for when we babies coming out of our mothers. I don't think we need milk that bad. That's terrible. And oh my goodness, let's keep going.
Ridiculous.
You must be responsible for a lot of calves.
Yes.
And when that baby cow is born, it's pretty much immediately taken away from its mother and locked in a crate. Because if it stayed around mom, it would drink her milk. And that shit's for us.
So let me get this straight. So we separate mothers and babies because we want to drink breast milk from a creature when we don't need to. Understand, dairy, cow's milk has no business in a human being's body. If there's the only milk that you need to have in your body is from your actual mother. And when you're done weaning off her breast, because now we're adults, there is no reason to keep eating or drinking dairy or breast milk. You're an adult. You're developed. You're done. The next child, is time for him or her to drink breast milk to grow into adults like us. You cannot be serious. So they take away baby.
This is crazy to me, bro. I've heard about it and stuff, but like I said, just seeing it is terrible, bro. It makes me feel sad inside. And you wonder why, everything is energy. So when we drinking this milk, we really, and these cows are going through this turmoil and this torture. We drinking that. We consuming that into our bodies, and we wonder why we running around here so depressed. He talking about cancer and stuff. It's not just that. You picking up on their depression, their pain, the turmoil. You picking up on that. And we don't know that. We have no idea.
They separate families. And like I said, we don't know this is happening. We have no idea. This is what I'm talking about right here, man. Unnecessary stuff. Everyone needs to see this. This is where your food comes from. Barbaric animal cruelty practices like this. The entire dairy industry, doesn't matter if it's a mom and pop.
And I just, ran across his video, and I just recently started following him. He's, like I said, he's pretty cool. Y'all go follow him, go subscribe to his channel, check him out, But running across this, I started drinking milk again, and you know what? This made me regret it. Because I've never firsthand seen that shit. I've always, known, like, drinking milk shouldn't be a good thing. And yeah, like he says in this video, milk does actually weaken your bones. It doesn't strengthen your bones. I kind of noticed that. Because when I first stopped drinking milk, I kind of felt better. Started drinking milk again, and back to the back pain and shit. So yeah, it weakens your bones. It doesn't strengthen you.
Backyard type of situation, they all end up in the same way. Cruelty and slaughter. Crazy. Let's continue on. This is insane. She's chasing her baby.
And you see, a mother cow's bond with her young is very strong and affectionate, and she sometimes cries out for days in search of her baby.
Wow.
But nobody gives a shit. If the baby's a male, his throat is slit and he's sold for veal. And if it's a girl, she's raised.
So we're killing babies, which is what we call steak. Understand, this is what they do. This is what the dairy industry does. They
I don't even eat steak like I've eaten it before, but that's not something I crave. This is ridiculous. This make you just not want to eat it, period. That's sad. You're eating a baby. Damn. It's gonna sound crazy, but I didn't really know that part until I watched this video. That's why I'm sharing it with y'all. Y'all need to watch this.
They do these things. They kill babies, and they give it a pretty name like steak. Steak it doesn't grow on trees. It's a baby. We're eating babies. We're eating babies on the grill. Please understand, this is what's going on, and no one should ever have no reason to give your dollar to support industries that do this. All dairy farms are the same practice. It doesn't matter if it's something organic. It doesn't matter.
But I just want to say that this world is pretty barbaric. You know what I'm saying? There's countries that eat human fetuses because it's said to make them young and stuff like that, and stuff in the child's stem cells, all types of vitamins and nutrients and stuff that they absorb out of a human fetus. So this world itself is barbaric as fuck.
Again, if it's a mom and pop kind of store, not store, but a mom and pop's operation, same practice. Barbaric, separating families, mom and babies, separation, like total isolation. And then we kill baby male calves for its muscle, its dead flesh. We call it steak. We call it ice cream. We call it, ham. These are creatures. These are animals. They feel pain just like us. They have babies just like us. They get scared. They cry. They have a nervous system, brains, eyes, all of it. They just can't talk. We can't support this anymore, man. Like, this is what everyone needs to see, to not support it anymore. Insane.
To be a milk machine like Mo. So dairy cows are continuously, repeatedly kept pregnant their whole lives to keep them lactating. This leads to premature aging, exhaustion, and mastitis, a painful yet common condition in dairy cows, which is inflammation and sometimes infection of the udder. Pus and blood in the milk of dairy cows is also common, so it's usually filtered.
So ladies, if y'all getting mastitis, you wonder where you really getting it from? I mean, I understand there's other causes, when your milk ducts and stuff like that get blocked and stuff like that, and you develop mastitis in your breast and stuff like that. Or it don't necessarily have to, you can get that without being pregnant. It's just you have an infection in your breast. I mean, most of the time I feel like after watching this, that's where it's coming from. The damn milk.
Not completely, because in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, up to 400,000 somatic cells are legally allowed in every milliliter of cow's milk. And in the United States.
So why are we still pretending we don't know where cancer comes from? She just said it's been confirmed. Not because she said it. It's been confirmed by actual officials in medical science to confirm this is what's inside your food, which is dairy, pus, blood. No one tells you this. There's no labels on packaging of dairy products, cheese, yogurt, whatever. Not even in restaurants, a label. This food may contain pus or blood from an animal. Yo, understand how serious this is. They are messing with our health. Cancer comes from this kind of stuff. Diabetes, heart disease, all of it. Right here.
States, 750,000 somatic cells per milliliter. In Brazil, 1 million. And somatic cells, most of which in this case are white blood cells, are the same thing that erupt on the top of a big zit. So you could call it pus. The more bacteria, inflammation, and infections, the higher the somatic cell count. But don't worry, there's a limit. And when a dairy cow is finally too physically and emotionally exhausted to continue on, she collapses. These cows are called downers, and they are dragged out by whatever means to be killed and sold for beef.
I'm doing the video, or reaction video.
This is the part that made me cheer up a little bit because of the way they handling these poor cows, man. Like, this ain't gonna make no big difference. I just feel like people need to see this shit. And I'm doing it off of his reaction video because this is where I saw it. Did I want to go all the way to her video and react off of it? No, because I feel like he was hitting some key points. Let's continue. He talking to somebody right now.
Hi. That was D. You see, just barbaric stuff. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You need to see exactly what we are supporting with money. This right here. This is what I'm talking about. You need to see this. Everyone should see this. And when you see it, you may not want to even participate in buying this stuff anymore. You should see how this stuff is being.
I know I don't want to drink real milk. Like, not real milk. Look at how I sound. Real milk. That's that programming, y'all. I know I don't want to drink cow's milk no more. After seeing this, like, that hurts my soul. Like, don't get me wrong, I love ice cream, I love milk. I used to really, really love it. I don't drink it as much, and I don't eat ice cream as much, but I love it. And this made me not want that shit. Ruined it for me. Yeah, it's delicious, but it's not good for you. But hey, there's a lot of shit out there that ain't good for us. But like I said, I'm not trying to convince you to stop indulging in dairy. That's your choice. But I think after seeing something like this, you might want to consider what you're putting in your body. Because you're not just putting in pus and stuff like that. You're putting in tons of hurt, pain, and all that bad negative energy. The bad negative energy, because there's all negative energy isn't bad. But that's another story for another video. Let's continue.
Prepare for you. You should see from the very beginning.
Yeah, my reaction video gonna be longer than his. But hey, let's continue.
The end, how this piece of flesh or dairy product is being produced. You should see everything. This is why people go vegan right here. It has nothing to do with being vegan. It has nothing to do with being vegan at all. It's just not supporting barbaric, unnecessary practices. I think every human being that would watch this and be like disgusted and want no part of it. All of you, if you saw this, everyone.
It's common in the industry, even on organic dairy farms, for cows to go down after about 4 or 5 years of continuous milk production.
Brutal, man.
But peak milk production declines around 4 to 5 years anyways, so if the dairy cows are still standing, they're going to be killed for hamburgers and beef regardless. You see, the dairy industry is the meat industry. Almost every single dairy cow that you will ever buy milk that came from ends up being killed for meat. So if you're vegetarian, you might want to think about this, because at least when you're being raised for meat, you're just raised for meat and killed. But when you're a dairy cow, you are sexually exploited and emotionally and physically exhausted until you can't take it anymore, and then you're killed for meat.
Like, I know you don't want to support this. I know damn well y'all watching this right now don't want to support this. I know you don't. I know you feel some kind of like, you just feel like you want to.
Sure got to me, and I felt like I needed to share this with my channel. You know what I'm saying? We need, bro, this touched me spiritually. Like that's sad. Like, imagine, you know what I'm saying? Everything is interconnected. Imagine you going through something like that. Imagine that. Let's continue.
Save a creature from this kind of torture. But how would you know when you're not being taught this? So they purposely keep this away from us. Purposely, so they can continue profiting from our ignorance and not just not caring. Like, you know, like you should know how this stuff is being prepared for you. You should see everything, the entire procedure, everything. And most of you would not. I won't even say most. I hope all of you would not want to continue supporting this industry after watching this video. It's disgusting. It's beyond being vegan. It has nothing to do with being vegan. It's just not supporting barbaric industries that do this. Practice animal cruelty. That's insane.
Study after study has shown that those consuming the highest quantities of dairy actually have the highest cases of bone fracture and osteoporosis. And there are dozens of amazing plant-based sources of calcium and protein.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this is a scam operation. They know exactly what's going on here. They made.
Like I told y'all, he says that. Well, it says that in the video, and bruh, if you really think about it, it's actually true. And you wondering what's wrong with you.
Cancer. Cancer is a business. Don't let them fool you. Don't let the Matrix fool you. It's business. It's control. That's how they stay in power, because we're ignorant. We don't know anything but what they tell us. Think for yourself. If your doctor doesn't tell you about this information, fire them. Find someone else that knows what's going on. Any doctor that has no idea what this is going on, fire them. Seriously. Find someone that's more responsible that will tell you all this information. They should know about this. Pus blood inside your food, and you have no idea? Unacceptable. And you feed this to your children.
So you really don't need to suck the tits of a cow.
It's crazy.
And that's just nasty.
I mean, the dairy industry has wormed their way into education systems, nutritional programs, and media to convince us that we need to drink milk. But when you're in school learning about how good milk is for you, that's not because there was a panel of people who care about your health that determined that. That's because the dairy industry paid lots of money for you and your children to hear that message in school, and on TV, and on billboards, and magazines, and for your doctors.
You're being forced to just accept it. Exactly. You don't have a choice. They never gave you a choice. You're being forced.
You don't have a choice in a lot of shit. They took over all the farms. They selling us GMO everything. Cancerous everything. You got to be careful what you consume, but it's kind of hard to do that when they're in control of the food.
Subtly, you're being forced.
Don't have to take more than a few hours of a nutrition course to tell you to drink your milk. You see, rhino milk is for...
You're being subconsciously trained to believe that this is okay. That's what's happening. You're being subconsciously trained to believe that stuff like this is okay.
Baby rhinos. Dog's milk is for baby dogs.
Right.
Cat's milk for baby cats. Rat milk is for baby rats. And cow's milk is for humans?
No.
It's for baby cows.
Yep.
And vegans are crazy? Dairy is fucking scary.
This is murder right here. What you're seeing, it's murder. They just don't give it that.
That's torture. Utter and complete fucking torture. That's what it is.
and because it's an animal. Like,
excuse my language, but I just had to say it that way.
As if they have, it's like who gives who the right to label, creatures, accepted to say they can be murdered. I mean, it's someone's murdered basically, like a human being. That's called murder. But for an animal, it's not murder. Like, this is what they push on us. This is murder too. They don't want to be killed. They don't want to be tied up and burned and branded and caked, slammed on the ground, choked, slaughtered. This is murder. Don't support this anymore. It has nothing to do with being vegan. I'm telling y'all, it's just pure ignorance. You don't know. It's not even your fault. They kept this away from us. We're all at. I mean, listen. A lot of us here are simply unaware. That's all it is. It doesn't make you a bad person that you still eat this stuff. You just didn't know. Just like me, I didn't know 4 years ago. It doesn't make anyone a bad person, but now you need to see this and make a better decision. You can't support this anymore. This is super wrong. It's so beyond unnecessary and just 100% barbaric. Wow. Wow, man.
Try almond milk, hemp milk, soy milk, flax milk, rice milk, Brazil nut milk, macadamia nut milk, cashew milk, any milk but dairy milk.
Well,
all right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit more because he does have some key points, but I'm gonna stop at a certain point because my video is getting pretty long. I'm at 26 minutes. But yeah, y'all see that shit?
Got a nice, beautiful slick coming out. That's a very good sign.
And she all cool about it. Imagine if this was you being violated like this. This is the equivalent of rape. They raping these poor babies.
Also for tiny.
Well, there you go. So, this is why, once again, I said it before, this is why many people decide to stop supporting.
Every day, America consumes over 2...
Stop supporting this industry, dairy industry. They're a bunch of liars. All of them are liars. They lie. That's just what happened. And like I said, I don't think people are bad. You were not aware. You didn't know. It doesn't make me a bad person now supporting this industry 4 years ago. I had no idea like you did. You had no idea. But now you see this, and now you can make a better decision that we are in the matrix. They keep this stuff.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. But just so y'all know, if you're buying milk, buying meat, cow meat or whatever, any type of meat that, you know what I'm saying, the animal is tortured, I mean, it is what it is. If you're vegan, I respect you and all, but, people do eat meat. And for those people who eat meat, if you're buying it, you're supporting the industry. We are supporters of the industry if we're buying it. That's pretty much what he means. I know there's some people that, I'm not supporting that. I don't support that. If you buy it and you consume it, you support it. But it's okay, like you said, we don't know. We don't know. But all that information out there, I don't see how we don't know by now. So if you don't know by now, I recorded this live for y'all to know, for y'all to see it. Because I felt like it needed to be seen. And some of y'all may not have seen it. So if you really want to just watch his video, you can go to his channel, subscribe to his channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button on my channel, on this video. Leave your comments below. I would like to hear your feedback and stuff like that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for notifications. And hitting the like button will help get this out there so more people can see this. You know what I'm saying? So spread the word, y'all. We need to know. I'm not trying to convince you to quit eating it, but this has convinced me actually seeing it. I've never actually seen it. I've heard it, never actually seen it. And the visual is terrible. Hearing about it, yeah, that's bad. But actually seeing it, it's terrible. So, with further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end this 30-minute live, y'all. So peace, love, and light. I'm sending out healing and loving energy and energies of abundance and prosperity to you all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope it gets better after seeing it. And might make you want to take a second look at drinking dairy milk.